Good morning. This is your tutorial to getting onto the servers and looking at Crystal so you can see the raw data. So this is my screen. I'm quite a busy girl, and all you need to do is find TeamViewer on your computer. Mine is right there, and I'm going to start it up. La la la. And so this is the TeamViewer interface. We do not need this part here. We do not need the meeting part. Make sure you're on the remote control part. So this side over here is nothing we're going to do to evaluate a study. Just if ever you wanted someone to dial into your computer, you would call them up or text them or email them and tell them this number and this number. But that is not the case, so we can ignore those. This lovely side is what is left, and this is the important side. Make sure you're on a remote control, not file transfer. Remote control is what we want. And the partner ID is the number of the computer that you want to dial into. The two numbers for our server are this one, and I will put that on a notepad for you. Server, there's that. And the other one is this one. Oh, come on, little sweetie. Copy. Good. So I've already preloaded the passwords on this notepad for you. So we're going to use TeamViewer right now. First thing we're going to do is select the server. These are all the computers that the company has. Yours will only be populated with the ones you have used, which will be this one, or it will be this one. We're going to use this one today. So once you get the partner ID typed in or drop down boxed like my alarm went off. Okay, all we got to do now is connect to partner. Now it's going to ask us for our password. The TeamViewer password is this: capital S, capital F, small s, small d, 2013. So SFSD 2013. Well, let me just say that properly. Capital S, capital F, small d, and the numbers 2013, and hit log on. Ta-da! We have logged on to the server, the 66 server, the 669 server. Okay, so the Windows password is confronting us now. This will not always happen. It depends on what happened last. Most of the time it won't, but when it does, all you do is this. The username is administrator, just like that, capital A, administrator. And the password is password, all lowercase, which I've given you right there. So let's type in the password now. PASSWORD, all lowercase, and ta-da, we're in. All right, so this is part of TeamViewer on their site. Let's get rid of that. And this is the list of people who are on there. You can send a chat message, allow control, blah, blah, blah. And if someone else logs on to this server, you will see them down here. Unless it's the scoring service, they use another door in. So if somebody starts taking control of your stuff and you don't see it here, it's the scoring people, and you should fire up Notepad and say stop. Or I could see if I can get you the number and you can call them up. Anyway, that will rarely happen, so let's not worry about it right now. I just wanted to say I like to get this thing out of the way. Shove it down there or anywhere you please. I like it there. So typically we're going to have, right now, Crystal which is that icon, it's not running right now. Most of the time it'll be running, but if it's not, it's very easy to do. But first, it's convenient because you'll see these two folders, clinical scans and scored studies. Now, when a study is acquired, it's on the server, and then scoring service comes in and scores it and makes the report and places the report in the scored studies folder. This is Mr. Henderson's, and this is his report, and it is in WordPad. It's a rich text format document. I will make it so that it's in Word, which is a little bit more editable, and when I have more time, I will write a macro for all of our pretty headers and footers to logos to be placed on there automatically, but not right now. The data is still correct. So, Mr. Henderson, lights on and lights off for here, sleep efficiency here, had an 8.1 AHI. I don't know if I believe that, but anyway, that's, of course, you will always look at these things to see if what you see here turns out to be what you see in the raw data. This is the hypnogram, such as it is, and it's functional. If you need to get bigger, well, in the real version, when they are Word, you can have a toolbar and you can make it bigger. And in the long run, we will probably start using the secure server. But if you wanted to download that file today, you would select the file, you would go to File Transfer. Oh yeah, this, by the way, is the TeamViewer toolbar. Don't worry about any of this stuff, or any of this stuff, or any of this stuff. I never play with it. If you do, you're on your own. It can be fixed. You won't break anything. Not entirely on your own. I just don't play with it a lot myself. I don't know if I could just walk you through it. I'd probably have to just get in and unplay with it, so to speak. Anyway, File Transfer is this. Select File Transfer. And then on this side is the local computer. We're on the desktop, and on this side is mine. Well, let me rephrase this. On this side, these guys are on the desktop of the server, the remote computer, as it says right there. The local computer, which is my computer now, or your computer when you dial in, is the one that a file will go to. So all you do is just put it on the desktop, but just say, I have so many files there, I better name it. So you create a file, Henderson, and then open the Henderson file, and then, where were we? Those were reports. No, they were scored studies. That's what they were. Henderson's report. Send it on over. Ta-da! And now you can open up on your local unit and print it off, should that be an easier way for you to look at the data. That's how you do it. What else is here? And it's okay to close this out. That's just the file transfer part of it. The other document, it was confusing to see reports. Those are kind of archived. I'm going to say, I'll move all this stuff into a folder so you won't have to look at it in the future. Clinical scans are the folders, or are also in folders by patient name, and these are scans of the Epworth, the pre and post test, the tech notes, the tech blog. So here's Mr. Henderson's Epworth. He got an 11, and that's what that was. That's what this was. Oh, he's so nice to us. Yay. And tech notes. So that's there. You could read them there, or you can file transfer them and read them on your local machine / print them out. So now you just navigate to the, one more up, clinical scans folder, and Henderson, and click the receive button, and it's boom, it's over here in the Henderson file. So just FYI, I'm going to minimize everything, and that's my local, see, told you they were there. Okay, enough of that. Back to TeamViewer. Ta-da! Okay, stop the transfer, close, close, close. So now, like I said, this is the TeamViewer toolbar. This X gets you out of TeamViewer and unsigns you off from the server, as does this button, also will. What I like to do is, now there's one thing on here you may use. Take a screenshot. Please select how to continue with the screenshot. Well, screenshot is this thing, this screen, not yours. And you can either copy it to the clipboard and then paste it on your local image processing program. I think that'll work. Or you could save it as something here, the screenshot, on the desktop. Oh, it saves it on the desktop of the local computer. How very wonderful. So it's just going to be called screenshot. Yay. So let's minimize and see if it's there. Screenshot. Da, da, da. Sure enough, there you go. There's our screenshot. Or something weird happened. Here's the example I was using before. Oh, let's look at the weird thing. And whatever. So just save it. That's how you do it. Those are wonderful. It's super easy. You don't have to open any word processing folders. Just say save it to as, give it a name that's meaningful to you. We don't need this anymore. This is the, go back to TeamViewer. Stop by. Close. Okay, so finally, almost. So that was it. The only thing you're ever going to do is file transfer, or maybe take a screenshot. Everything else is set on automatic, and you shouldn't have to mess with it. But feel free to play around if things, if it makes it better for you. I like to show it in full screen mode. That's what this thing does, and this arrow gets things out of the way completely, except for the little arrow. So how to fire Crystal up. All you do is get the icon, double click if you're in Windows, and ta-da! I don't know why this, and I'm going to maximize. Why is this still here? There you go, it's all gone. Okay, good. So this is what you are given when you see Crystal. Sometimes you will have 3 crystals running at the same time. I don't know why, but they will be down here and here and here. To shut them out, just hit cancel at the login screen, and that copy will go away. Just like that. Boom. But we don't want that right now. So now what? The username for the login is default, DEFAULT, all lowercase. And the password is password, also all lowercase, so it's very handy. PASSWORD. And then all you got to do is hit OK. Now we are ready to work. I'm going to maximize this because that's the way I like things. And here we go. This is your taskbar, and you toggle it on with that button. This button adds a new patient. You won't be doing this. Start a new study. You won't be doing this. Review data from database. You might do that. There's 2 ways to do it, by this button and by that button. What else do you have up here? Nothing. You're going to, there's an EKG remover. There's a lot of artifact you can't live with. It's helpful. It's not permanent. Don't worry about it. And that's basically it. What you can do is here, and I've never used that. I'm sure it works, but I've always used this review data from database. Let's just go over these anyway. Add a new patient, you're not going to do that. Edit existing patients, you could do that if you say, oh no, you misspelled my name wrong, and you could edit it then. Start a new study, that's the acquisition tech. Import or load study from file, never going to be anybody's job. Reporting, compile report from local archive, that's the scorer's job. Compile report from external drive, that's the scorer's job. Actually, they'll never use that one either. Archive studies, no one will use that but, you know, the IT department, which is me right now. Review data from file. That's if, for whatever reasons, the study in question has been archived and it's in a file. And you load the file to the computer and then you hit that button, and then you do it that way. You navigate to it and you click on it and it works. 99.5% of the time, this is the only thing you're going to ever need to do. Load, review data from database. Ta-da! And by the way, that gets rid of that. So now we have even more real estate to work with. So this is your database interface. And you know what? I am going to stop right here because YouTube has a time limit and I'm rapidly approaching mine. I'm certain. Where's my little recording thing? Okay, I will get back to you very soon.